Today, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new gaming chair from a Canadian company called PulseLabz. Stay tuned. Now I have to say that I've owned the Guardian from PulseLabz for probably about the last 2 months, but I really wanted to give it my full experience and the full time of day before I published anything as far as a review is concerned. So after about 2 months, these are my overall findings. Now for you TLDR viewers, yes, this chair is awesome, but it's not without its faults. Now the day the box for this thing arrived, I was shocked. It took 2 postal workers to actually deliver it to my front door. So it took me a little bit of time to carry the 50+ pound box down my stairs, unbox it, and open it up. I'm gonna spare you guys the full unboxing and installation instruction sort of get up in this video, but in the cards above, you can see a full secondary video on what's in the package and how to actually set this guy up if you choose to buy one for yourself. Now, the Guardian is actually one of 3 models that PulseLabz currently has on the market, and it is actually their biggest model they produce. It's recommended for anybody between the size of around 5'4" and 7 feet tall. I myself am 5'10", and you can see here that it still extends a little bit above my head, but if I lean back, the cushion itself is right there and supports my neck very well. So this one was perfect for me. Now, as we look at the back of the chair itself, you can see that it has these wings that sort of grab and push your shoulders so you're facing forward. This corrects any sort of posture issues you may have from leaning side to side in a regular chair and lets you sit in a more upright fashion. Underneath these padded wings, we do have an overall exterior steel frame that offers great support all around and leaves the chair free of any wobbles. Now, moving our way down the chair, one sort of oversight that I think PulseLabz has done is with the lumbar support cushion. This cushion itself doesn't actually attach to the Guardian chair, and it feels like this was something they felt like they needed to add because everybody else was doing it. If we take a closer look, you can see its overall appearance doesn't really match either the feel or the stitching of the headrest or of the chair overall. Now, I think if there was an appropriate way to actually have this affixed to the back of the chair itself, I'd feel differently about it, but I really hate that as I move my position, I have to reseat and readjust that cushion because there's no fixed placement. That really needs to change. The bottom seat portion of the Guardian is very plush and comfortable, and that is something that I really wanted out of a chair. Now, I think this is thanks to the construction not being closed off on the bottom. We can see here in a shot that I took in my unboxing video that there's sort of a nylon mesh that's supporting the cushion itself to give it a little bit more spring. Now, a racing chair wouldn't be a racing chair if it didn't offer reclining. And here you can see we have sort of a handbrake style recline mechanism. Pulling this up allows you to lean back in a variety of different positions and have the chair lay sort of reclined back all the way to almost a lay down position.
This chair is much better. Can the chair do this? I don't think so.
And yes, it can do that. Now, the entire back and bottom of the chair itself is wrapped in this nice, supple, premium polyurethane leather. As we take a closer look, the stitching is absolutely phenomenal. Again, everywhere except for the lumbar cushion, but you're gonna see this stitching go all across the bottom, the back, and of course the headrest as well, and I really like the way that this looks. The leather itself is nice and soft and supple to the touch, and it should wipe clean from debris and maybe spilled coffee or whatever you get on the chair very easy. Time will tell, of course, how well this will last, but my overall impressions say that I really shouldn't have any worries. Now the armrests on the Guardian and on all the chairs are 3-directional, or what's commonly referred to as 3D. This means they have height adjustment up and down, movement front and back depending on where you want your arms to lay, and they also have sort of a tilt, so they tilt inward as well as outward for your comfort needs. Now the material on top of the armrest isn't the same premium leather that we're going to get on the chair itself, but it's not hard plastic either. Instead, it's more of a, I don't know if it's still a plastic material or not, but it's nice and soft and supple to the touch, and it really doesn't irritate the undersides of my arms or my elbows during use. Now lastly, I want to talk about what exactly is under the hood, or I guess under the seat, when it comes to what holds this chair up. Taking a look at the levers on the underside of the Guardian, we have your tilt lock and your height adjustments. Now these levers are okay at best. They feel a little loose and they slightly cheapen the overall experience of the chair itself, but as far as their operation is concerned, they do exactly what they're supposed to do. Next, let's go ahead and talk about the casters and the base used on this chair. It's this style of combination that's typically overlooked when we talk about the functionality and the overall aesthetics of office furniture, but it's something that I feel is still very important. The base used here is large enough to offer full support. I never once felt like it was going to tip or any casters were starting to lift, whether I was using the chair in its upright or in its reclined position. The casters, though generic in appearance, are actually really nice. They move and glide with a subtle ease, which is something that I really wanted to. My basement isn't the most level floor, and they don't slide on their own like my other chairs, but I can coax it very lightly in any given direction, and it does slide very smoothly. Now, my only critique here would be the color of the base itself. Though the aluminum chrome style will work great for some people, I think having a powder-coated black option, even if it costs extra, would bring in many more consumers who maybe want a full blackout experience like I did. Now, throughout my last 2 months of using the Guardian from PulseLabz, I haven't experienced any creaking or cracking, and that's something that had plagued a lot of my videos in the past from either of the other chairs that I used to use over the last couple of years. I no longer feel fatigued or sore after long seating sessions, whether it's editing or gaming or just getting productivity done, and this is something that I think really values the chair at its price point. So in conclusion, if you guys are looking for a premium gaming-oriented chair, I really think that you should take a look at the PulseLabz lineup. I don't know how this Canadian-based company is manufacturing these chairs for everything that's put into them and their quality. For the low costs that they are, you're gonna see that most of these chairs are going to range between $250 and $300 US, coming well under the competition that you guys may be familiar with.
$3.99 by the way.
Now be sure to check out the description down below for a link to all of their product lineups and maybe a special treat for those of you who are watching this on YouTube. While you're down there, be sure to give this video a like. They are all greatly appreciated, and also do not forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell for future videos. Until the next one, my name is QuazyDog. You guys have been awesome, and we'll catch you all in my next video. Take care.